drop.
Okay, that's very, very, very good vibes for our grand finale. Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to our dear participants, wherever you're watching from. I just want to recognize our different time zones, and I want to say welcome to the grand finale of the library organization made easy international virtual workshop. If you're happy to see me today and if you can see and hear me clearly, why don't you just type in the comment section? Tell me, say, I see and hear you, Sylvester. Say, I see and hear you. Just also type your name and where you're participating from, your country or your library. Just make sure that you represent your country in the comment section for the records purpose. So I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. While you're doing that, I think this is an appropriate time for me to quickly share my screen. Okay, time to share my screen. Yeah. So I trust that we've all been having a great day. Yes, I see comments from Nike. I see comments from Agogor. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy to see your wonderful comments that you can hear me loud and clear. I need to give a special shout out to somebody, Nerissa. You can see her name on the screen. She is in charge. Um, Nerissa, this special shout out is for you. I had a little bit of network glitch there. This special shout out is for you. Thank you for adding your voice, for supporting this initiative, for everything you do for Africa, for making sure that this word goes out to a lot of people. I want to say thank you. I also see Professor Hope Chikaldi watching from Kwale, Delta State, Nigeria. Thank you. And Nerissa is, by the way, from Kenya. And I see Purity also from Kenya. I don't know. I see a lot of other people. Pardon me. I see Memory Sawamba from Malawi. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. I also see Felix from Benin City. Thank you. Our time is fast spent. Today, remember we said we're saving the best for the last. So please allow me get into this program. Stop this. Allow me to stop these messages scrolling so we can concentrate. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Yeah, we're good to go. So today is day 3 of the Library Automation Made Easy workshop, and I know we've had value from day 1 and day 2, everything that's been done, right from the keynote delivered by Dr. Lawal to the keynote delivered by Professor Odunlade, and then the fireside chat led by Daniel Dodu from Ghana. And yesterday we had experts in this field, people like Dr. Oni, like Siri, Olabisi, the shared login and classification. Today we're going into a different dimension where we are going to be looking at metadata. We are also going to be looking at DSpace and organizing of electronic resources. We are also going to be discussing how libraries can collaborate, leveraging on Union Catalogue. So Prince Oshilalu will be taking us on that. Having said this, I want to make this announcement official. Some person said we made the announcement late, but please, it's never too late. What we want you to do for us is, while this event is going on right now, take your phone, snap your screen, take a screenshot, use the screenshot button of your phone, take a screenshot of different parts of the program. Just take multiple different screenshots. It could be when another speaker is speaking, when somebody is speaking, take screenshots, and take screenshots of your favorite parts or segments of the event, and also give your phone to somebody to snap you while participating. You may be watching from your laptop like me, or you may be watching from your phone. Just give somebody another phone to take a picture of you, because this is a memorable, it's a historic moment for libraries and librarians across the globe. So we want you to document it in pictures so that you can share the story of your experience after this event. I needed to make that announcement. Also, ladies and gentlemen, today being the final day, I need to make some very important announcements. Remember, I had said that this event started 2 years ago. The idea was conceived when we organized LAME, LAME, Library Automation Made Easy. We have that freely available on our YouTube channel for you to watch. Also, we have a premium course, Library Automation Masterclass, for librarians who are interested in going beyond this event. You want to be a master in automation, you want to be a master, even a consultant in library automation. This is the opportunity for you. You can reach out to me after this event. There's a link where you can sign up and you'll gain access into that masterclass. It's not a free program. You're going to be getting one-on-one coaching directly with me, and also we also have room to link you up with other resource persons in that program who can coach you in proprietary softwares and in open source management systems for libraries. These are the gains from the Library Automation Masterclass for those who are interested. Also, I would like to say at this point that now that we have organized Library Organization Made Easy, we are not stopping here. We have a vision. We want to continue. Next year, we are hoping that you join us again. We want to organize Library Digitization Made Easy. library digitization made easy. So we're going to be doing library digitization, library preservation of cultural heritage and all that, conversion of print materials into electronic materials. We're going to be doing that as our international workshop for next year. It's a vision, and we are hoping that the way you supported us this year, we hope that you join us next year. So pardon me for these announcements I'm making. Today is the final day, and I want to leverage this opportunity to say thank you to the Cat and Class section of the Nigerian Library Association. I also want to say thank you to ADDJM for your support, overwhelming support in this program. That's the person of Prince Oshilalu, who is the CEO. He is going to be giving his presentation today. And I want to say a very big thank you to Commander Ameobi, who currently heads the Emeritus Professor Augustine Esoboy Library, and your staff, and which I am proudly one of your staff. I want to say thank you to the management of Admiralty University under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor CBN Ogbogbo. I want to say thank you for this wonderful collaboration, and thank you to all our team members at the Digital Librarian and the Upskill community. Having said this, I want to remind us that if you are watching this session for the first time today and you have not shared this video to your friends, you are wrong. You are very wrong. Please click on the share button now. This is the lowest number we are having since we started this event. Currently, we have 151 persons watching. It is a very low number, and you know how you do it. When you share it, people are dead and then they join us. So please share this video right now. Post it in your library staff groups. Tell them that this event is about to start. What we saved for the last is about to start. Share on Facebook, share on LinkedIn, share on WhatsApp groups. Tell them that we are about to start. The day 1, day 2, day 3 is available, and the end, whether you participated live or you watched the recordings, so long as you fill the attendance form, which I'm going to be sharing with us any moment from now, you are eligible for the certificate. And once you make the requirements, which we announced yesterday, it's just a little token of 2,500 Nigerian naira, just a little token to help us process all the certificates and resources and send privately to the email that you provide for us. Also take note that the attendance or feedback form we are sharing today is not just a form, it's a post-evaluation survey. So it's more like we're going to get your feedback, so it helps us improve the program, so it contributes meaningfully to research and for the development of librarianship globally. So you are going to be seeing some questions that would require you to critically think and provide responses. So please be patient in filling that form. It is going to help librarianship globally. Having said that, the final announcement I would like to give is about what we do at thedigitallibrarian.com. At thedigitallibrarian.com, we provide solutions for library and information professionals, for individuals, for libraries, for organizations, ICT solutions, capacity and training solutions for this set of people that we have mentioned. So after this event and you feel like you need a customized training for your library, a customized training or special training for yourself, a coaching program for yourself, this is what we do at www.thedigitallibrarian.com. You can check us out on LinkedIn and every other platform. Having said that, day 1 is over, day 2 is over. Here is day 3, and I now want to introduce to us our speakers for day 3. But before I introduce to us our speakers, I want to leverage this opportunity to appreciate over 1,600 registrants for this event, who cuts across 36 countries around the world. I wish I could mention the names, but the names, it's so many. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who believed in what we are doing here, that we can build a global community, that we can build libraries, we can make libraries stronger through this international workshop. Thank you for believing in what we do. By the time this workshop is over, we're going to be doing a publication about the findings, which will be meaningful for our various studies. Like I said, the attendance form will be shared shortly. While the program is going on, we'll start posting the attendance link for you to fill them to get the certificates. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome our speakers. First, we have Madam Purity Kavuri from Kenya. Madam Purity, good evening. Can you unmute your mic? And how are you, ma'am? Unmute your mic, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hi, I'm fine.
How are you today? And how is the weather in Kenya today?
Thank you. I am fine. Today, it's quite cold in Kenya. Actually, it's raining heavily. It is 8:26 p.m. in Kenya.
Amazing. Yeah. Wow.
And I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. We can't wait for you to deliver the keynote for this session today. Thank you for being here, ma'am. So also we have the digital librarian of the National Library of Nigeria, person of Azeez Elijah Olawale. We are happy to have you here today. Azeez, how is Abuja, Nigeria today?
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here
hello,
today.
Azeez. How is
Can you hear me?
Today? Yes, we
Yeah,
lost
very
you for a
well.
minute.
Yeah, very well. I'm very happy to be here with you today. I look
Okay.
forward to the session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, I want to make welcome Prince Oshilalu. Prince Oshilalu Adeyika Ajim Global Consorts. Good evening, sir, and how do you do?
Yeah, good evening. I'm good. I'm very fine.
Okay. I know you are a traveler. You're always on the road, so I don't even know which part of the world or Nigeria you are today.
I'm in Ibadan.
But
I'm
we
in
are
Ibadan, Oyo State.
okay. We are glad that we finally have you here today. So,
Thank you.
so that we don't bore everyone with introductions, I'm going to do all the introduction now, so that from this point forward, it will be value. So let me just introduce Madam Purity. Purity Kavuri-Mutuku is the Assistant Director of Linkages and Partnerships at Kenya National Library Service. Purity Kavuri-Mutuku is a passionate librarian and trailblazer with over 20 years of experience. She holds an MLIS and BLIS. She actively drives innovation as a member of the Kenyan Library Association. And she's also active at the IFLAS Sub-Saharan Africa Regional Committee and the INLE SSAF network. Madam Purity, once again, I want to say welcome to this program.
Thank you.
Also, we have the acting university librarian at Augustine University, Ilara Ipe in Lagos. Prince Adeyika is a digital transformation leader with over 70 years of experience across academic, presidential, and corporate libraries. He holds an MLIS graduate, is an MLIS graduate from the University of Ibadan and a PhD candidate at Babcock University. He pioneered the Electronic Library Manager and Virtual Union Database Consortium. So you see he has been into consortium and collaboration since the year 2022. And he's an International Carnegie Fellow and author of 2 books. He bridges artificial intelligence, philosophy, and library innovation with scholarly rigor and practical impact. Prince Oshilalu Abdulhakim Adeyika, we welcome you to today's event. Is he here with us? Or did we lose him? I think, okay, we lost him. Let me add him back. We lost you for a moment, sir. We are back now. Thank you for being here.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, thank you. So also now I would like to
Thank you.
introduce to us the profile of Elijah, who is the digital preservations researcher at the Nigeria's National Library, focusing on cultural heritage stability, AI for indigenous knowledge. He manages the national repository. So you see the role he plays. So we are not just bringing any other person to tell us about metadata and this space today. The person we have here today is the one who manages the National Repository of Nigeria. He trains librarians nationwide and he leads Wikidata projects. He's the author of the Entrepreneurial Librarian. He founded Timeless Archive Initiatives and Tech Up Librarians. He's advancing digital literacy and leadership and volunteers efforts for knowledge access for programs like the one we have today. Also, I want to say welcome, Mr. Azeez. Welcome to this program. Lastly, at the end of this program today, Azeez, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Azeez. Can you hear me? Hello, Azeez, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I would like you to know that your network is unstable. Before your presentation, we would appreciate if you can help us fix that. Please, thank you. So having said that, I want us to know that we have one more person backstage. His name is Abdulsalam. Abdulsalam, if you are watching this, please, I need you in the speaker's link. Come backstage so we can introduce you to the participants. Abdulsalam is going to be a rapporteur for this event. At the end of this event, he will come to share with us the key takeaways of this event and recommendations for global libraries. So we are hoping to have Abdulsalam from Admiralty University of Nigeria to share his insights with us today. Having said this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come back for further announcements. But for now, I would like to make welcome Madam Purity Kavuri for her keynote address. Madam Purity, could you please share your screen so that you can deliver the keynote for this event? Thank you, everybody, for your patience. We're starting this event right away. So, Madam Purity, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Azeez and Oshilalu, I'll drop a message for you in the private chat. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, the digital librarian, Sylvester, for having me here today. I'm happy to be sharing a few points with all the listeners and more so the librarians. I'm here just to share a few points on what I'm calling reflections that will be left reflecting on even as the other presenters come on board. So right away, this evening, I just want to share a few points on how metadata, library systems, and collaboration drive visibility, accessibility, and impact. And what we are saying is that knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. So as librarians, we have so much knowledge before our exposure. And if we don't put it into practice, then it shall be of no use to the community. I put a photo of a golf player there, and you may have the skills to play golf, but not unless you go in the field and play golf. Nobody will ever know you have those skills. So to all the information scientists listening to me today, this is a challenge that we have the knowledge, but it will be of no value, not unless we practice it. And go straight away to metadata. Today we are talking about metadata. And the question that is going through our minds is, what is metadata? And metadata is just data about data. And what we are saying this evening is that when we talk of metadata, what comes into our mind is that it is a digital bridge. And the digital bridge of metadata has three pillars. The first pillar is the metadata itself. Just as we've said, it's data about data. This is what we call, in a layman's language, the bibliographic details of the information materials that are at our disposal. How we described it using the digital technology or using the various systems that we have, either it's open source or it's something else. And the other pillar of digital bridge is the system. When we talk of the systems, we are talking about the library integrated management systems, or the library management integrated systems that helps us to describe the metadata of the information materials that we have, and that helps to promote what we call discoverability. And number three, our digital bridge has a part called collaboration. When we talk about collaboration, we are talking about how we can bring into perspective or into view the hidden research that we have in our institutions or in our libraries. Whatever we've hidden catalogs, how can we bring it to the perspective or to the view of our users? And so the goal of metadata, just like we have the bridge that we are seeing, has three goals. The goal number one is to drive visibility. For any bridge, the key thing is to help you move to the next level. And so the metadata is our bridge. It helps us to drive visibility of the various materials that we have in the library. And it also helps us to enhance accessibility of the various materials that are at our disposal. And number three, it is the greatest impact in the information age. However, as we think about metadata, how it's improving the visibility, ensuring that people get to know what we have at our disposal for the purposes of access, we are saying that we have some major challenges that we cannot ignore when we talk about metadata. And one of the challenges that we are facing today as librarians is what we are calling information workload or information overload. And when we talk of information overload, we are saying that we are drowning in information, but starving for knowledge. In other words, from the picture that I've just provided on the screen, there is some hay in a store and there's a woman there. And what we are saying is that the kind of scenario that we are in today is just like a farmer trying to look for a pin in a barn of hay. Just imagine our users are trying to look for a specific information material, but the information materials that are at disposal currently is just like this here. There is so much information, and our users are not able to know at a grasp what they really want. And therefore, it's upon us to make it easy for them to be able to look out to get that particular item without having to go around like the farmer who is in a barn of hay. And number two, another challenge that we are facing today is what we are calling the challenge of discovery. And we are saying the storage is cheap, but discovery very, very, very expensive. Getting to know what you really want, it is not something that is very easy. And for our users, this is one of the greatest challenges. They are not able and they are getting frustrated in terms of getting to know where do I get what I really want. And another challenge is what we are calling the invisible resource. And when we talk of invisible resource, we are saying that research shows that without effective metadata strategies, variable digital assets remain invisible to the very users they were meant to serve. And that is a quote from someone. And so it is upon us, librarians, to get to know how well do we bring into perspective or into view the invisible resources that our users want in the digital age. And another challenge is the challenge of breaking the silos. And what we mean is that if a resource isn't findable or accessible and interoperable, it is essentially doesn't exist. So we have so much information at our disposal. But if then it cannot be found within the shortest time possible, and we all remember the 5 laws of library science, then that item doesn't exist. So it's upon us to break the silos. And as we break the silos, the description of the metadata is the secret or the tool. And another challenge is the challenge of discoverability gap. And we are saying that our challenge today isn't just archiving, it's showing the discoverability gap. And it is solving, not showing, but solving the discoverability gap. So as we go through today's training on metadata, remember the thing that we want to solve today is what we are calling the discoverability data. And so, how do we solve this particular challenge of discoverability data? We need to use to get to know how well we can describe the information at our disposal. And we are saying description of metadata is the engine of discovery. And we're also saying that metadata is the librarian's lighthouse. In the midst of information explosion, so much information at our disposal, the only thing that can help us shed some light is metadata. And so when we talk of metadata, we are saying that metadata helps us to perform a specific function that we call descriptive metadata to enhance visibility. Most of the integrated library management systems that we are using, they are very clear field in terms of what needs to be captured where. It guides us in terms of the kind of data that you should be able to capture to make it easier for the library users to at least trace or discover the information that they need. If it is the title, there's a specific field that tells you this is where you put the title. And we currently with RDA, when it comes to the capturing of authors, it is allowing us to capture as many authors as possible. Unlike in the past, when we're using AACR2, and you don't capture one author, and the rest you'd use the one we were calling et al. But currently, with the various systems that we have, they are helping us to give a comprehensive description of the metadata of the items at hand. So the metadata descriptive analogies, we're just saying that it's the language that tells search engines what a document is about and tells screen readers how to describe an image. So when it comes to description of metadata, it helps us to get to understand what is contained in that particular engine, if it's a digital platform or if it is a physical item. And at the same time, it also helps the screen readers to be able to know what has been described in that particular item. And so we are saying it also helps to at least develop what we are calling the accessibility tags that helps the screen readers, that is the people with disabilities, to be able to know what is contained in that particular digital platform, as well as link data. And so our third pillar was the library system. And we are saying the library integrated management system, it is our gateway. And a statement that I would want all of you to remember today is that if metadata is the librarian's lighthouse, then the library system is the engine. For you to be able to describe the kind of digital content that you have, we use various metadata standards. And those metadata standards that we use, and I hope in the course of this particular workshop today, someone will take us through those particular standards. Those standards that we are using are the lighthouse. They are the ones that help to show what we have in the library. And then the library system itself is the engine. And so the integrated library management system, it has various things that it helps us to do, or various modules. We have what we call the cataloging module. The cataloging module is very clear. It indicates the various fields that needs to be keyed in with the right information for ease of access. We have the circulation module that helps us to circulate equitably the various information materials that are at our disposal, as well as acquisitions. It also has the serious module and all that. And we also have what we are calling the digital repositories, the institutional archives, the open access platforms. The institutional repositories showcase the intellectual output of an institution, and the library management systems that we have in place helps the one to get to know what is contained at the Kenya National Library Service. If you go to our website, you'll be able to access most of what we have produced internally. And we are saying also that the Digital Library connect knowledge. And at the Kenya National Library Service, we have what we call a virtual library. And I provided the link there. If you click on that link, you'll be able to see how we have described the various materials that we have at the library. We have the audio books, the video books, the physical books, the e-journals, the e-books, everything we've described them very well, even for the ease of access for the people with various disabilities, if the VIPs, those that have the hearing problems, but they are able to see. We have provided all those materials there, and we put them in such a way that it is easy for them to access them and even interact with the system. And the impact of all this we are saying is that we just want to ensure there is what we are calling seamless access across institutions and borders. The VTAB platform, you can access it from wherever you are today. And so the final bridge, we talked of a bridge with 3 pillars. The first pillar, we have seen the metadata, describing the bibliographic details of the digital platforms that we have, all of the physical corrections that we have. We have talked about the library management system, and now we are talking about collaboration. And as we talk about collaboration today, this is one thing that I would want you to always remember, that there is no institution that is an island. You can never work alone as an institution. You need to come together. And the formula for working together as librarian is that we have the metadata and the systems times collaboration. When we collaborate, then the impact will be great. And this we collaborate through shared resources. This one of us will be talking about the consortium issues, and we can join the consortiums at our disposal, pool our resources together through resource sharing and the consortiums. And as we do that, we are not just adding value, but we are multiplying value, because the retro you have and the retro another person has, when you put it together, it becomes more. And also, when we talk of collaboration, we talk about institutions working together. And studies indicate that strategic collaborations not only reduces duplication of effort, but also expands the profile, visibility, and credibility of the library beyond its existing user base. In Kenya, we are coming up with what we are calling a webcat. We are bringing all the library catalogs together into one platform. And as we bring them together into one platform, we want to reduce what we are calling duplication. And I'm sure with this kind of platform, we'll also be able to minimize errors, because if you have a new item you want to describe, you just go to the common catalog and you're able to know how that item has been described. And that means you can just match the metadata of that particular item without creating another record. And that makes our work very, very easy. And collaboration has actually made the work of librarians easy, because you don't have really to catalog or classify an item from the scratch. And we are also saying with collaboration, it helps to promote open access initiatives through shared cataloging, cooperative correction development, and all these partnerships are essential for scaling our impact globally. And I just came up with a few success stories of a few institutions that have shared their metadata, and it makes the work of a librarian very easy when it comes to the act or to the initial action of describing the items at our disposal, either it's a digital record or it is a physical records. We have the Library of Congress. This is a one-stop for all the librarians. You don't have really to describe an item afresh. You just need to check if the item exists there. There's a very easy way. There's just they provide a way of just clicking on the button and you match the bibliographic details of that particular item, or what we are calling the metadata of that particular item. At the Kenya National Library, we use the Koha. It's an open source platform, and most of the institutions in Kenya are using what, making it very easy for us to be able to cooperate together and develop what we are calling a webcat. a web catalog that is able to pull together all the catalogs of all the libraries in Kenya, either public libraries, private libraries, university libraries, college libraries, school library. We're looking forward to bringing them into one platform, and that will make it easy. When it comes to description of materials, you don't have to do it afresh. We also have the OCLC. This is a platform. You can also make good use of it. And then we have ChatGPT, among many other AI platforms. They can also help you to generate metadata of an item without really having to sweat so hard. And then we have the directory of open access. It has so much materials that have already been described, and I encourage all of us to just check on these real-world success stories or people who have shared their metadata and that have made the work of librarians easy when it comes to describing data. And so as I come to the end of my presentation today, all my reflections today, there's a call for action. And number one is adopt metadata standards, audit your metadata standards, collaborate across institutions, no institution is an island, evaluate system interoperability. And as I've just said that most of the libraries in Kenya are using Core, and Core makes it very easy to connect with other libraries that are using a similar library management system. So you need also to think of the kind of system that you are using. Is it interoperable with other systems that are existing? And then we need all of us to advocate for what we are calling open access. So it starts with us, it ends with us. And finally, I would say that as far as metadata is concerned, it is the best tool. It's the librarian's right house to bring into light what we have at our disposal. Users going to Google may not be able really to get the best from Google because Google is full of so much information. But coming out as a librarian and using metadata as the librarian's right house, then you'll be able to offer the right guidelines to our users and ensure that you save on their time and even you save on space and many other things. And so we are saying the bridge is built. Now it's time to close it. Your next steps are clear. Audit your data, make it accessible, share it for compliance, ensure your system prioritize what we are calling interoperability. Can they speak to other systems just using the layman's language? And finally, actively foster what we are calling cross-institutional partnerships. Those are the references I used. And finally, as I come to a close of my presentation, I leave you with this one statement: let's make our knowledge truly visible. Thank you.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Let us make our knowledge truly visible. Sincerely, that was a very wonderful presentation, a keynote on how metadata, library systems, and collaboration can drive visibility, as not just visibility, but accessibility and impact in libraries globally. And just like you said at the beginning of your presentation, knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. Madam, your keynote today, it's, I don't know, it's the key of all keys. In a way, what I mean is you have brought out a very important need for us to take action regarding everything that we are going to learn in, that we have learned and that we're going to learn today, because there's no way you learn so much and then you don't put it into practice. Thanks for sharing your insights on metadata and what the core challenges that we have, and sharing that formula for collaboration that you shared with us. It's really very, 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 it resonates very deeply with us. And ladies and gentlemen, Madam Purity gave us 3 call to actions. My notes is almost full, just like I took notes yesterday. She gave us 3 call to actions. Number 1, she recommends that we adopt metadata standards, and she wants us to collaborate across institutions and across borders, across different countries. And lastly, she's hoping that we as librarians advocate for open access. Thank you, Madam, for these wonderful insights that you have shared with us. We cannot thank you enough. Let's see what they are saying in the comment section. You can check that for yourself on the screen. I think this person says this is the core reason why Union Catalog exists, to bring together zillion of libraries. Then across the comment section, there are a lot of clapping of hands. Egunyemi says, okay, there's Angela says, wonderful presentation. Um, Another person says, very educative, Madam Purity, well done. So, Madam, there are a lot of comments there. Because of time, I won't be going through that. But let's see if you can take this question from this person. She says, is there a way libraries can come together to share resources to library users, irrespective of their locations, irrespective of their distance? This is the question. What do you think?
Thank you. Yes, it's very easy. In a digital era, we are able to break what we call geographical distances. You can be able to access what a library has from the comfort of your home. And I've just shared a link for the Kenya National Library Services, the VTABU platform. You click on that link and you'll be able to access so many ebooks from the Kenya National Library Service. And that is just but one example. We have so many digital libraries that are available globally, and you can access them anywhere and share them with your users for access. Thank you.
Good. That was a great response. Thank you so much, madam. So, if your time permits, we would like you to wait behind, because at the end of this event today, we want to say a very big thank you to all. We have a digital plaque to present to all our presenters, and we would like to also say questions at the end. So now I would like to make welcome Elijah Azeez, digital librarian at the National Library of Nigeria, for his presentation um, on understanding metadata. Now we've had an overview. Now let us understand its real application, especially in using the case of two different softwares, DSpace and Librarica. So, Mr. Aziz, the floor is yours now.
Um, okay. Good evening, everyone. I want to once again welcome you all. This is going to be a practical session. Even though I'm having a very short time, I'm sure the moderator is closely monitoring my time. So I'll try as much as possible to do this within the limited time that I am having. So, my name is Aziz Elijah Olawale, and I'll be guiding you through this session. But before we begin, I want to quickly understand who and who are here. So, in the comment section, you want you to type your name, your institution, and your country, and peradventure one challenge that you are facing with cataloging or managing your library resources. Please, are we still together? I'm having network issue. Please, I would always call your attention, Mr. Sylvester, so that I will know that I'm still available. We have been having
Yeah,
that issue. Yeah.
we
Okay,
can
so
hear you.
thank you.
It's
Okay,
stable for
okay.
now. It's stable for now.
Okay, so like I said, I want to know your name, I want to know your institution, your country, and just tell me a challenge you have with cataloging and with managing library resources in your office. So I would continue to check through this comment section and see, so I can see Caleb from Ikwe, okay, from Oshogbo, Osun State. Thank you so much. I won't be able to take all of this, but I think I'm having an understanding of who and who are here. So at the end of today's session, sorry, let me go to my slide. So at the end of today's session, we want to achieve five basic things. The first is to understand what metadata really means. I know there are different scholars that have defined metadata for us. I'm going to make it, to be very simple in a more simpler way. Also, what do we understand by duplicate? What are the confusions around duplicate? Then we are going to demonstrate together how to begin to use Librarica for cataloging and for library management system as an alternative library management system for small libraries or low budget libraries. Then also this space, I want to um, um, define the differences between the librarian and the space. They're not the same. They are library software but for different purposes. And also we want to see how we can work with those that are here and are having limited budget. Let's see how we can help you build up your library system together. So but before I start, I want to make a comment on I think the first the first day webinar. It is about cataloging and classification. I want to say that cataloging and classification to me is not just a concept or practice. It has become my culture because it has influenced my perspective everywhere I go, every system I design, every system I work on. Everything I have worked on is always on cataloging and classification. The background is always on cataloging and classification, and there is a mnemonics that I have learned from my early library school that has actually helped me to carry on this individuals mostly journey in the so I call them STGP. STGP is for classification. I know classifiers are here and catalogers are here. So when you are classifying any any kind of resources you want to classify, you need to understand STGP. S is for um subject, T is for treatment, G is for geographical location, and P is for period. Everything you want to do, any classification scheme you are using is based on this code STGP. Then we also have attestata for cataloging, where you have the A. Attestata is ATEISNITCA. A is for author, T is for um um T A is for author, E is for edition, T is for topic or title, ISBN, S for series, N for notes, T for tracing, for mark, and so everything about login is in this code. So this has been what I've been carrying on to build system for libraries. Any innovation that we have today, the core we have today is built on this system. The Librarica we are going to talk about is built on this system. The this space, everything we are going to discuss today, everything about librarianship is based on these two code, STGP and Attestnita. So I just want to say that and also appreciate those that have spoken about this before. So then let's move to our own business. What is metadata? I saw the definition of the last speaker where she said metadata is data about data. Yes, that is very right. But in my own definition, metadata is information that describe a resources so that it can be found, identified, and used. So metadata is not just data about a data; it has a purpose. So it is an information that describe the resources so that we can find it in a database, we can identify it and also make use of it. So let's take for instance, we have a book. For instance, if I ask for the metadata of that book, it's just you are going to tell me the title of the book, you are going to tell me who wrote the book, you are going to tell me when the book was published, you are going to give me little description of the book, maybe like abstracts, you are going to tell me ISBN and the likes. So those are metadata. That is just what we mean by metadata. Then just like an additional example, we have your picture. If you snap a photo, if you look at the properties of that photo, you always see some information like the date you took the picture, the location, and also the size of the picture. So these are what describe the resources itself. So so let's also make this clarification. The resources is not the metadata. The metadata only describe the resources. Yeah, so we have three different type of metadata. They all work together. The first is the descriptive metadata. It helps to find an item, and then to find an item you need to know the title, the author, the subject, and other information like that. We also have an administrative metadata. This is used by you want to know the file type, you want to know the copyright on that particular work, the date it was created, and other related information. And you also have structural Metadata. I believe all this has been discussed by other um, speakers. So we before we go to duplicate and other issues like that, I want to say that mark is also something we need to understand. I don't know if that has been treated. It's something we need to understand. So in those days, we have all these um, name of author, title of the book, ISBN, and others like that. But with the introduction of the mark, so it helped librarians to begin to write in languages that computers can understand, so that we can also share some of this with, like we have been talking about, collaboration with libraries and other things like that. So we need all this mark, like Adebisi said on the first day, he said we are now moved to linked data. Yes, so we are now migrating from mark, from the normal traditional catalog system, to mark and to link data and other recent innovations. So I also want to agree with Mr. Sylvester that traditional library will always stand, because that is the foundation upon which every other thing has been built. So let's move directly to duplicate. I'm trying to move so that we can start the practical. So when we talk about duplicate, so duplicate is just simple and widely used metadata standard. Yeah, every library uses it. Almost all the system we built now make use of duplicate, because it is very easy to understand. The languages are easy. We also have other standards like
Okay, Aziz, are you there? Okay, I think we lost Aziz for a minute. I'm sure.
oh, can you hear me?
I think we lost you for a minute, but you're back now, right?
Okay, okay. Oh, I don't know where I went. Just
Yeah, you are here. Dublin Core. Just continue
okay,
from
okay,
Dublin
okay.
Core.
So
Yeah.
as I'm saying, I said duplicate has 15 core elements. 15 core elements. That is the standard. So every system that you have, it's every system that is built on duplicate, like this space for instance is on duplicate. Everything we have there is, they might define the items in different way, but this is the 15 items that the duplicate must have. They can have additional items, but these 15 elements must be available in the duplicate, and we are going to try to explain it as much as we can. When we talk about title, of course we all know what title is all about. When we talk about creator, is where the book originated from, the original owner of the book. We also have the subject. We are all familiar with the subject. We have description, we have publisher, we have dates, we have type, we have format, we have identifier, source, language, relation, coverage, rights, and contributor. So these are the 15 elements that
We've lost your screen. There's no more
okay.
sharing. Yeah.
I'm very sorry for this network. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen, please?
Not yet. You're not sharing yet. Can you try to stop sharing and then share again?
Okay.
I see it now. Please go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So as I have mentioned earlier, I said we do have 15 core elements that duplicate, that a system that is built on duplicate must have. However, to build your own system, if you have these 6 items, you are good to go. Your record is discoverable. You have the title, the creator, the subject, the date, the format, and the identifier. So when you have these 6 items, you are still good to go. So it is not important or necessary that you must have all the 15. It's just that duplicate is known for that 15 elements. You can decide to remove some of those elements and just go with, but these 6 items must be on that's so 15 common mistakes. There are some common mistakes that we do make as librarians, like I've said, that we make the duplicate the metadata to be overcomplicated because we want to have everything on it. We want to redefine the items, the individual items on the metadata. So it is important that we stick to it, we make it as simple as possible because the end product of everything we are doing is accessibility. So we should not complicate this for our users. Yes, the purpose of our work will be defeated. So this is very, very important. So I would like us to go straight to the practical. So, Mr. Sylvester, I would like to share my screen again. I need to stop sharing this, I guess.
So we can't wait to see what this space looks like, and we can't wait to see what
Okay,
Librarian looks like. So I see your screen now. You have the next few about 10 minutes or so.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, so that you
okay.
can
So,
demonstrate.
yeah, so I want to believe everyone can see my screen.
Yes, we see your screen now.
Okay. So I always, like I discuss with different people that I meet, I always have this concern that many of our small libraries, like public libraries and school libraries, are usually left behind anytime we are discussing library automation or library management system and the likes. However, there are some systems that allows even all these small libraries to also get boarded on this same system. They can begin to manage their library system, to automate their library system even with no cost, even even with no cost. So at the end of the day, you might still end up paying little, but you can still start without having anything. And another thing is that even if you are a librarian, an academic librarian, like we have been pushing entrepreneurial librarianship, you can decide to look at this, study it very well, and see how you can push it to um, government agencies and other institutions like that to serve as a consultant for so it is very, very easy to use. So we are going to, so this is librarica.com. So if you have a system, please can you indicate in the chat section? Let me see. Let's see how many people we can work this through together with. So if you have a system with you, just say I. So just say I and let's see. If I have 2 people, we are good to go. Okay. Okay. Mr. Sylvester, can you confirm if we have
Yeah,
two people?
it's a live stream. It takes about some 30 seconds difference when we speak here. Yeah, good. Somebody
Okay, okay,
says,
okay.
Cyril Ogbemudia says, I have a system.
Okay, thank you.
Kim says yes. Joabi, yeah, they are all, most of them will respond.
Okay, okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we can now proceed. Please permit me with my background. I have to come outside because of the network. It's really bad here. So the website is librarica.com. Librarica.com. So this is the interface. We have create library. We have login. That is if you are already on the system. So we have different features there. But before we begin, I want to walk through you through the various features that we have. So look at this. So can we see? So it's as opaque. This system as opaque. So imagine that as a small library, you can begin to talk about opaque. So you have smart add. You can add with ISBN. You can, so when you add with ISBN, automatically all the bibliographic information of that book, if it is existing in the system, comes up immediately. So you have bulk import of catalog item. That is why knowledge of MARC record is important. So you can also import. Okay, can you see my screen? I think you guys lost me for some minutes.
Yeah,
Can
because
you
of
see my
time,
screen, Mr. Sylvester?
I'd recommend you just go straight to the demo, the practical. The time is going fast now. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So let's just go straight to the system. So you when you click on create, let's create. Okay, so this is creating a library management system for your small library. Not necessarily small library, it's also a large library, it also work fine with large library. So it has different payment plan. So now the first thing is library nickname. What is your library name? So let's say your library name is um, 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 Lome. Let me say Lome Library. Is this fine by you, Mr. Sylvester? Mr. Sylvester, is this fine by you? Okay, so we
Yeah,
have
yes, this is perfect because we are going to be
okay,
having a library of resources after this event.
okay. So you can see. So what we have here now, this is automatically the URL. So it becomes lumen.library.librarica.com. So immediately your system goes like this is what you send to your users to access all your resources. So we have the full name of the library, let's say Lome Digital Library. Digital Library. Okay, so this is important. So you have to select what type of library are you building this for. Let's say we have, so you can see you can build it for different type of library. You have college libraries, mostly most of these small libraries that are usually underfunded. So you also have office library, you have public library. So let's go for public library. So you have public library. So it is also important, but before you start, try to have like an official email like Gmail for your library. Gmail is easy to create. So let's say I'm just going to use this is NLM virtual library services at gmail.com. Then let's look for a password. Let me just say choose your own password. So let me just write. Okay, so I'm in Nigeria. Nigeria. I'm not a robot. So they want to confirm if I'm not truly a robot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a robot. I agree. Okay, so what do we have? Only numbers, alphabets, and dash characters are allowed. Okay. Sorry. Remember. I'll go again. Traffic lights. Okay, so here we are. We have created our library. Activate your library. So I need to go. Okay, let me. Sorry. I need to confirm for my email. Okay. network, network. Okay, so I can log in now. So I've successfully created a library management system for LOME library, and we now need to set it up. You have the report, you have orders, you have manage. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set up the users. You want to board users who and who will be working on it. So this is where you need to describe who is the administrator, who is going to be the cataloging, who is going to be the reference librarian and other things like that. So you can assign new users here. So we have that here. You put their email, the employee, the library administrator assistant, and others information like that. So that is what you do under so let's go to catalog. So like we said, you can use smart add, you can use manual add, you can use import item, you can use authors. So this is let me also quickly say, please, are you still with me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please
Okay,
go
okay.
ahead.
So let me quickly say that this system is important for physical libraries. You want to digitize your physical collections. When I say digitize, not converting them to soft copy, but having all the bibliographic information available online, and users can have access to them and know the bibliographic information and other useful information about each resources. They can also borrow your resources. You can also um have the charging and discharging system here. When there's a book deal, they get automatic SMS message and all that. Just like the way our core works, this system also works exactly like that. So this is where you add your item under this catalog. For instance, okay, sorry. For instance, if you have your MARC record, you can mass import your MARC record here. So let me also go to, if you want to do your manual cataloging, like we said, this is also duplicate. These are the basic information that it needs. So you have, if it is book, you can select any of these. If it is the category of the book, the title, the ISBN 13, and others informations like that. So I'm just trying to rush through this because of my time. So then aside from that, you can also have, if you are adding with smart add, you can use your ISSN, ISBN or ISSN as the case may be, to add. So automatically it loads the bibliographic information of that resources if it is available on the system. So we also have you also need to state, if you are adding through this manual add, you need to first of all add authors and publishers so that you'll be able to select. For instance, okay, let me show you the same way you are adding this bibliographic information for the books. You must also add for authors of the book. That is the only way you can select the author of that particular book. So that is for, so you can also, if you are subscribed to ebooks plan, but most small libraries cannot afford this. So for now you can suspend this unless you can convince your library to subscribe to some of this ebook plan. So if you want to subscribe to some of these ebook plan like EBSCOs and others like that, you can subscribe and link them to this system, so your user can easily put quests and other like that. So we have categories. You can see it works just like I said. If you want to, before you can upload a book by any author, you must first of all come here to enter the information about the author. That is the only way you can add that author. So what else do we have? Okay, so you can see on your dashboard, you can see how many OPAC, how many titles have you cataloged, how many books do you have in your system, how many checkout do you have, how is the usage like, and others like that. So the total number of book that a library can add on the free plan is 2,000. So once you reach this 2,000 limits, they will ask you to make a token to start subscribing to their system to have access to more of these resources. So this actually works. It has a lot of features. It has a lot of features. It works exactly like
So,
OPAC,
so
like Koa.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but then so we
Okay,
make this as engaging as possible. So
okay,
this is the reason why this platform is actually for small libraries, right?
yes, yes,
Yes, and many small libraries are actually disadvantaged when it comes to library management systems. Some
very
of them
very disadvantaged.
they suffer poor budgets. Some of them they lack even cohort to manage their little resources. So I think what you have shared with us today is a very great insight for them. So I don't know if you could now let us see what it looks like using DSpace. Let us go through
Okay,
DSpace. I believe
okay,
you will show us insights into the National Library repository and
okay, okay.
maybe
So okay,
but
I will do that.
do what you have to do first. But let
Okay,
us see the national repository as a bonus, okay?
okay,
But
okay.
you
Thank you.
have, I'm giving you extra 5 to 7 minutes
Okay,
extra,
okay,
please,
okay.
because
So thank
Oshilalu
you.
is backstage to take us in the union catalog, the
Okay,
practical of that union catalog. So
yeah, thank
let's
you,
begin.
thank you so much, thank you so much. I'm trying to manage the time as much as I can. Okay, so like I said earlier, this platform is to manage the physical libraries, the physical resources that you have, the bibliographic information and others like that. Then this space on the other hand is for digital preservation. Is for preserving, for instance, reports, annual reports, theses, dissertations, and projects and other things like that. Report, okay, I've mentioned reports and others like that. So that is what this space is. Now, this space is going to house the material itself. Librarica is not going to house that material. It's just going to get the metadata of that information resources. But on the second hand, this space is going to help you archive to preserve that resources. So you cannot enter the bibliographic information of any resources on this page without first of all uploading that resources. That means you must first of all convert that resources to soft copy. That is what we call digitization. So very quickly, I'm just going to also quickly run us through this. Now we can always play around with this space when we are at home. It has a demo site. So to log in, anyone can log in with this demo site. You have this space. So I'm going to copy this.
Yeah, you can post it in the
So
private chat,
I'm just going to, okay. I should post the declaration.
or just go ahead. I'll do that
Okay,
because
okay,
of time. I'll
okay,
do
okay.
that for you.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to come to login. So, okay, so while I'm waiting for this, I would like to open my, because the network is a bit bad. Okay, the network is bad, but while I'm waiting for this to come up, so let me quickly run us through how the National Repository of Nigeria looks like. So this is our repository. The repository is very very rich, very rich. So we have monographs. So we have, there's something we call top level category. We have subcategories. We have collections. So these are our top level categories based on the resources that we have. So if you are going to design a repository for your organization, it's going to be based on the resources that you house. Then for instance, in the case of academic libraries, you can have your top level like categories as faculties, as faculties or schools. But in the case of National Library, these are some of the resources that we have. We have monographs and books. We have National Library publication. We have newsletter, newspapers, photographs. We have reports. We have, so this is a new service that is the National Library Initiative. So we are starting social media archive. All your comments, government comments, and others posts like that are going to be archived because we now consider them as important public information. So these are some of the things that we are doing. We have technical research, but so there are lots of resources of 1800, resources of 19 something something. You see everything in our repository. We also have videos of, we have speeches and others like that. Okay, so under the first page, so this is what we have. So I'm going to open one of those. Okay, so you can see this is rare books. Some of the rare books that we have, this is 1886. These resources are available in National Library, but because we need to preserve them, some of them are being torn out. So we started digitization, courtesy of the National Librarian. These are documents of 1886 and others. So you have a lot of them on our repository. A lot of them. Researchers who's come to make use of some of these things. So let's see if this has opened. I'm not sure. I think we have serious. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so yes, we are here now. This is where we work. I want to say something that, please, as librarians, let us always, someone mention something about collaboration. We cannot do it alone. We should work with IT experts, most especially in the case of this displays. You need to work with IT experts. Is what is going to bring this to life. So now, like I said earlier, this is where it all starts. We have the community, the collections, the item, the process, the LND. We have the edits. We also have administer workflow. So these are some of the things that we will need. Then IT people are going to work on other things. So let's start with this community. So let's say we have we want to create a, like I said, in the case of university, we are going to have, let's say, faculty of education. That's going to be our top level. So if faculty of education has a logo, we are going to put the logo here. If you have a short text you want to include, we can include. So let me just do, because of our time, I'm just going to do copy and paste, blah blah blah. So we can then save. So we can see we have created our top level community. So we need to still go down and create another community. So under faculty of education, so we are creating a sub community under faculty of education now. So let's say department of LIS. So you can now begin to create all the departments under faculty of education. So I'm going to save this. So you can see what we have. So this is where your knowledge of classification comes to play. Like I said, every system that we built, every innovation still works with cataloging and classification. So we have faculty of education, we have department of LIS. Then what are the publications housed by department of LIS? Then we can now come to collection. So for that, now just see what I have. This is what I have created: faculty of education, department of LIS. So if I had created another community under the top level community, as Department of Social Science, Department of Sociology. So it's going to you are going to have Faculty of Education, Department of Sociology, another category. That's how. So any collection I'm creating now, I'm creating under this Faculty of Education. So I'm going to click. It is very, very important. I'm going to click on this faculty, on this Department of Library and Information Science. So the collection I'm creating now is final year, let's say projects. So I'm going to save. So the entry type is projects. So someone did mention something about open access. If you want it to be open access, if you want people to have access to it, so you have to describe it here. If it is going to be an open access, if you want to have short description of that final year, it's always good that you have short description for every category that you create, so that people, your user can understand what they are going into. So I'm just going to save our time. I'm going to click save here. So what we have created now is Faculty of Education, Department of LIS, final year project. So you can have departmental conference also as another collection under Department of LIS. You can have maybe assignments under Department of LIS. You can also have for each year under Department of LIS. So this is how people can easily recall the resources you are uploading. So for me to upload a resources on this, so I'll come to item. So this is where the work is. Department of LIS final year. So it's going to load the Dublin Core, the metadata where we need to enter our information. Okay, so network. Okay. Mr. Sylvester, please, sorry, let's just try to see if we can just upload just one. So let's go on to new. Let's add item under this. Okay, so like I said earlier, before you do anything, you must have the document converted to soft copy. So let me see if I can get any resources that I can use. Okay, so let me just upload this. Yeah. Okay. This is uploading. Yes, so successfully uploaded. Then I can now start inputting the name. So this is, let's say, this is let's say Azeez Elijah projects. Let's say projects. Then you can have a code for your, let's say, projects 2026. So let's say, so because we have not selected all the category, all the items we want under the picker, so we are having all this, the ID of the project. You can create ID of the project. Now this is coming up because what we selected is project, so it's not giving us, the date of publication, the place of publication, and others like that. So the organization is university, then the keywords and all this other information. So these are the things. So if you create a category for book, the metadata that you are going to have is going to be different. If you create a category for video, the metadata that you are going to have is going to be different. If you create a category for journal, the metadata that you are going to have is also going to be different. So that is what we have under this. So you can see what we have created. So you can also create for your own. You can create, the most important thing is for you to understand what the top level category stands for, what the community stands for, what the collection stands for, and what the item stands for. So with what we have created now, this is our top level category, which is Faculty of Education. Our community is Department of LIS. Our collection now is final year projects. Then the item we want to submit is Azeez Elijah Olawale project 2026. So we by the time we upload this and successfully submit it, it has been archived forever on this system. So it is also important that for librarians for librarians we have different categories. We have the submitters, we have the reviewer, we have the editor, and we have the final editor. So you must have a policy that will guide this system. You don't just work because you want to upload. Submitters are the ones that will do the whole work. They describe the resources, upload the resources, then immediately you deposit it, it does not go live. It goes directly to another senior officer who is a reviewer. The reviewer is going to check for typographical error, grammatical error, because in national library, as the national librarian always say, anything coming from national library must be perfect. So this has always been our guide. So the reviewer check for all this. Even after the reviewer has checked, the editor also still check. Then it goes straight to the final editor who now do the archiving. That is when you can now finally see what has been deposited on that repository. So this is what we are doing. So I'm going to show us example of everything I have explained so far using the National Repository of Nigeria. So
Okay, so we now have just 1 minute. Say your final comments so that we can have the last presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much. I think I've walked you through this before. So what I want to say now is that start from somewhere. Don't wait for big budgets. Just start from somewhere. It is when you start that is when you can convince your principals that you can now subscribe to a system. So thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. I love you all.
We love you too. So I don't know what the participants think, but I think I'm going to stop clapping over here at my studio, and I want to see you clap. I want to see the participants. What are you saying about this presentation? There's a lot of comments here for you. Some saying, I wish funding is always made available. This person, Okon says, I wish funding is always made available. Somebody saying, I request the lecture notes. Yes, we've assured everyone who completes the form today. Now, when this next presentation, which is the last presentation for today by Prince Oshilalu, after this last presentation, while it is going on, we will share the link. Okay, so please, Azeez, stay behind. I know Madam Purity is still here. We really appreciate you. Because this is on recording, we understand that this will take a little time beyond 8 p.m. So please forgive us. Today is the grand finale. We will just take everything, even if you can't stay to the end. You can watch it halfway and then continue tomorrow, okay, with the same link. We understand if you have to leave, but just make sure you participate till the end. So, Azeez, pardon me, we won't be taking questions now. I would really appeal if you could wait for Prince Oshilalu's presentation because of time. Prince Oshilalu, good evening, and how are you, sir? Your mic is mute. Kindly share your screen, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are live, and kindly share your screen for your presentation, sir.
The other one.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Not yet. Can't see your screen yet.
Okay. Okay, can you see this? Can you see my screen?
Yes, please go ahead with your presentation. Go ahead with your.
Good evening, everyone. So, Borrowing a clue from what has been the discussion so far has been so interesting, and I want to appreciate the previous speakers. And what we've been discussing right from start, we've been talking about the librarians having to create this, having to create that. But this aspect that I am presenting is talking about the library catalog, but I'm having a separate view on it. I'm looking at the user's perspective. Now,
Please excuse me.
generally,
Please excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
can you hear me?
It
You,
looks like you
it
are
looks like you are
sharing the studio.
the studio,
So it's echoing.
it's echoing.
You are sharing your
Entire
screen. So I don't know.
Okay.
We can see. We're not seeing your slide. We're not seeing anything. Yeah. We want to stop and share again.
I've stopped. Can you share from your end and while I speak to it? Is it possible?
That will be difficult right now, but I will try. But I really hope you can share it yourself, sir.
Okay. Can you see this now?
Let me see.
Is my screen? Can you see my screen now?
One is coming. Yes, I see it now. Please go to slide 1 and continue.
Okay. So, good evening once again. I said this presentation will be looking at the users aspect of the
Slide 1.
the project. Slide 1.
Slide 1, sir.
Can you see this?
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now, good evening, everyone. It's been nice to be here. In fact, I've taken my time to listen to the previous presenters, and I want to believe that most of what I have to present have been touched. So I'm not going to take much of our time because I understand that we're running behind schedule. Now, introducing us to library catalog, I won't spend much time on it. A lot of time has been spent on this. The essence of library catalog have also been stressed. What are the various types? But in this particular session, I would like to stress the union catalog aspect. What does it look like? So a library catalog from this, as it is presented from my presentation, is a simplified access to the library collection. So with that, it is established that all libraries need a catalog. What is the essence of a library catalog? As we have it there, it saves time and effort. Library facilities are meant for use. That is not a disputable fact. Now, the catalog on its own help us to save the time of the users and even that of the librarian, and at the same time, it saves a lot of effort. Now, the various type of catalog is known to us as the electronic and all those ones. The union catalog that I want to stress today is just one out of it. But after creating the catalog, what else? Are we just all about creating the catalog? We should also be talking about how are those people, the people that we want to use the catalog, how are they going to access it? After cataloging, after the creation, then what else? It is not enough to build a catalog. Usage is also as essential as the creation. Library catalog is also is a factor of visibility. Now I'm talking of visibility of the catalog. How are the users? How are they going to have access to the catalog? So now that is where the union catalog and access to the catalog comes about. Initially, what we all are used to is the card catalog that we have in the corner of the library. But in this age, we now talk of electronic catalog. We talk of different type. Now, you're talking of the creation of the catalog. Librarians work off the scene. But the users that want to use what we are doing behind behind are on the scene. They are in the main library. So now we have to find a way of balancing the two. That is where the factual ability comes in. remember our motive. I mean, our guiding principle of as librarians, as far back as 1931. Ranganathan have this, and I still stand by it. Library books are for use. Every user is book. I remember in those days in library school, we were using this to sing. But now, these books are for use. It is not enough to create a catalog. The essence of that creation is usage of the catalog, the feasibility. But now we just realize that we are so particular about spending enough time. We must make sure that the right metadata is put together, the right bibliographic details are collected, are put together and put in the catalog so that users can use. But remember, that aspect of visibility, we must stress that. How are they using it? Are we spending time to train our users on usage of this catalog? That is where this concept of union catalog comes in, because it is not enough to have materials on the shelf. What is the essence of the materials we have on the shelves and they are not being put to use? Now, a catalog to us is the list of the holdings in a particular library. Now, when you talk of union catalog, as the case may be, the union catalog on its own is now talking of the catalog of two or more libraries accessible from a point. Imagine a library of 2,000 collection and having a client base, having access to another library of about 50,000 collection. Remember, those libraries, the essence of what the professionalism that the librarians have put in place in the back room, in the cataloging room, the essence of that work is when the users have access to those materials. If the users are not accessing the materials, there is problem. Now, these two libraries putting their resources together is creating more visibility for each of those libraries. Now, library users get to know what is in your library, and getting to know is not enough. They have to use, because if I want to use a particular textbook, the edict is where we like to use it. But imagine just having just search, pa, 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 I have it. Then before you know it, I can plan a trip to that place. Now, this union catalog project that I'm pushing, is this concept new? No. Union catalog has been in existence for long. ADDJM, as far as 2013, reported that the is it because it is an electronic age we now feel that has taken place, that has taken over the union catalog project? No, it's even easier for us to have a union catalog at this age than in those days, because in an electronic space you can have an address such as the wordcat.com and others. It's just an address where libraries can deposit their catalog, and users from irrespective of their location in the world have access to know what is in a place. Now, is this concept needed? Yes, it is established, because with a union catalog, you have increased visibility to your collection, you save costs, you reduce acquisition costs and lot of ways. Remember, libraries of this age, we are challenged with cost, we are challenged with cost of cost of acquisition. We can't, there's no how established a library could be. You can't have all the demand of your users. Remember, the users need are not catalog is needed by all of us. But how many of us are participating in the union catalog project? Has any of us, the participant, has any of us make use of any union catalog? If yes, fine. Where and how? If no, why? Is it that we don't know about it, or we just feel we don't need it? So, but this presentation will let us know that, yeah, it is visible and it is something that we will get to have. Now, The aspect of union catalog that we are introducing is a project that has been on the top of my mind for the past 10 years. I've been on this project since 2015 or so, that I've been working on one development to another to have this. But fortunately for us, we are at the tail end of completing this project. This this supply and demand curve is letting us to know that your users need will continue to grow, while our library resources, the demand, the allocation to the library will continue to be will continue to be limited, because no matter how big you are, you have a limited amount of money you can use in a year. Now, what we have developed is a page known as virtualunionlibrary.com. With this, that is a test page. That is where we have been testing this union catalog project for the past few months now. But now we will be migrating to the main page, which is NaijaCat.com.ng very soon. But I would like to use, I hope I can do a demo of the page from here. Can you still see my screen? Hello? Am I
Yes.
presenting?
What I see right now is
Okay.
your slide. So if you want to do
Okay.
the demo, you need to
I'm
share
moving.
your browser.
I'm moving away to the virtual unit.
You have to
Okay.
stop sharing this screen
I'll
first,
stop.
then share
I
it
have
with
to.
the.
I've stopped sharing this. I've stopped sharing that, and moving to the next one.
Um, I don't think you have. I
Uh,
still see the slide. So
okay.
esteemed participants, Prince Oshilalu is trying to share with us the demo of the platform and how it works. So let's be on
Yes.
standby, and the links are on the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Can
So
you see
yes,
my screen now?
yes. Your browser. I can see your
Okay.
browser.
Advanced. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? I wish I can share the browser from. Sorry, it's giving me some issues to log into this page.
Okay.
Technology. I've tested this even before this program, and yet it's telling me issues. But what I just tried to do now is that I want to do a demo of the page, how it looks like, so that you can get to try it on your own to
Yeah.
see this for yourself and get to register yourself, get to register your library.
Yeah.
So pardon me, I'm trying to finding it very tough to get the page on. Wow. That is one good thing about technology. Because it's, as far as I am concerned, it's a runaway technology that we kept on running after.
Yeah.
Give me a page. My system is seriously malfunctioning.
Okay, dear participants, while Oshilalu is working on that, I would like to, Oshilalu, we might want to bring the speakers backstage because it's very late in Kenya. So we want to see if we can take questions from the other speakers, so that we know we close this program by the time you do the demo. So, Aziz, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm with you.
Madam Purity, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to take some quick reactions. Um, Aziz, some of the questions I managed to read, they want to know, is this space completely free? That's number one question. And another person also asked, is Librarica, is it a secured platform? Because now you've recommended it, it seems so simple. Should my university, Admiralty of University of Nigeria, now jump on Librarica because the process is simple? So we want to know what are the shortcomings of this Librarica, and what kind of libraries do you recommend them for? Also, the security level, how safe it is for um, libraries to leverage this platform. You know, libraries are not personal business; they are institutions that outlive even current staff. So you need to give a very clear recommendation so that our participants are not do not use it in a wrong way. So these are two questions I've shared with you. So please help us answer them quickly so that Oshilalu can come back.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I can confirm that Liberica is a very secure platform. I can recommend for small libraries, most especially public libraries. That's what I've been advocating for because most times they are left behind. So you can start. It's easy to use because it's easy to use and configure. So we can librarians can even with little IT knowledge can start using it. It's very secure platform. Then the second question about this space. Um, so what's the question, please?
Yeah, this space, is it completely free?
Okay, this space is an open source software, just like every other library software that we are using, like Koa. But you have to have some equipment available in your library, like the servers, because you need to host some of these resources on your servers and others like that. So that is why I said that it is important that you work in collaboration with the IT department. You don't work in isolation in this regard. So it is an open source. It is free, but you have to have some um, equipment available which come with I think most times they are expensive for small libraries.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's see if Oshilalu is here now. So, madam, do you have any final words so that we can let you have some rest tonight? There seem to be loads of comments here. I'm trying to scroll through to get to the questions. Paul, do you have any final comments before we say goodbyes tonight? Those of you who are asking for the link for the certificate, my colleagues, Esiri and Abdulsalam, they're in the comment section. They are going to be posting the links shortly. Um, Madam Purity, any final words from you? While Oshilalu, we are still waiting for you here.
Yes. My final one to all of us that are here today, let's make our knowledge truly visible, and let's make it easy for library users to access information that is at our custody. Librarians who are listening to me today, please remember the entire world depends on you. The decisions that are made concerning this world, that touching on the SDGs and even the Africa we want, depends on how well the key people are able to access the right information that they need to make the decisions that affect us. So let us make it easy for people to access knowledge, for them to be able to make the right decisions for our nations and even for our continent. We need to move librarians, and we are the people who are carrying that key that will unlock the potential that is in our continent, Africa. So we have the key. Please let's open the continent for us by ensuring that people are able to access the right information within the shortest time possible. So my friends, let's make knowledge easily accessible to all and make it visible to all. Thank you. And I really appreciate it. Was an honor for me to have been part of this particular workshop. I've learned so much as I was a keynote speaker. It's been a learning experience to me. Congratulations, Digital Librarian. Keep it up. You've challenged Kenyans. Next time, Kenyans will be more in the house. And to all the Kenyans in the house, thank you. And to all other people from all over the world, we love you. Tunawapenda sana. Kwaherini. Bye bye. Thank you.
Swahili. I want to learn the language. Is that Swahili?
Yes, that's Swahili meaning goodbye.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. That was a very wonderful closing. Ladies and gentlemen, due to some issues we're having right now, I want to say that we're going to be closing this program earlier than I thought. So those of you in our WhatsApp group, we have just posted a link. The link gives you, it's not for everybody. If you want to come to this place where the facilitators are now, where we are speaking, Madam Purity, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was just saying that I've made the link public. Those who may want to come backstage, show on video, to contribute, to say thank you, to say this is what I've learned. This is the opportunity to leverage this platform to come and say whatever you have to say. We know you have been in the comment section since this event started, but now is a rare opportunity for you to come and say, hey, hello. Please also post the attendance link in the WhatsApp group, group 1, group 2, and group 3. Please, Mr. Isiri, please post the WhatsApp group, post the attendance form in the WhatsApp groups, because we will be ending this stream very soon. We want to see those who will join us. Check the WhatsApp group. We have posted the thank you link if you have something to say. Oshilalu, you are live now. Please, do you have any words to say?
Well, unfortunately, my network disappeared. In fact, my system went down. I just have to power it on. So I feel the users are gone. The screen is now on. Can I still share it and do it? Probably a 5 minutes display.
No, everybody is here.
Possible?
Even though they are not here, this is a recorded session, and I believe they will.
Okay.
They will be here. So
okay. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen?
Okay, let's hear from this person first. Olorun Sola, pardon me for murdering your name. Good evening, and how are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Okay, please, can you say 1 or 2 words before you leave? Introduce yourself. This is a rare opportunity on this platform to give, to say something before we are wrapping up, and we want to give everybody the opportunity. Please stabilize your video and say something.
Okay, the program is very, very educative, and I've learned so much. I've learned a lot. My name is Badamoti. My name is Olorunishola Morola Ketai. So I'm
Okay.
a school librarian
Which which school?
from Baracha Modern College. So
All right.
I've really learned a lot from most
Okay.
especially the
Okay.
cataloging and classification aspects of it. So I really appreciate the program. Thanks so much. God bless.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You can now take your leave. We
Welcome.
have that on record in.
Welcome.
So we have one more person before Oshilalu, Larbi Emmanuel. Good evening, Larbi Emmanuel. Unmute your mic and speak. Larbi Emmanuel, unmute your mic and speak. I'm going to exit you now since you're not saying anything. All right, I'm removing this guest. So Oshilalu, please go ahead. Whoever is ready will feature
Okay.
you.
Can you see my screen showing the virtual union catalog page? So all that
Yes.
is expected of you, all that is expected of the page. So once you click on the login or register page, then you supply your details to register, or you simply go to register your library. So from this aspect of register your library, you get to fill the intent form or as an individual so that you can become a registered user. So everything is self-explanatory. To supply your details, and we will contact you, and we will contact you to get you registered as an individual or as a library. But the good thing about it is that the quest is still very free for now. For those that will be, especially for those that are registering through this workshop, we will be giving you a 50% waiver of what the fee will be, so that you can participate in the project fully. So that is what we have for now, and we are still we hoping that for the national conference it will be fully ready, and we can let you know that yes, XYZ libraries are on it. As we speak, the library of Benton Idausa University have registered, they have filled the intent form. We Adeleke University have filled the intent form. Augustine University, we have about 7 universities that are already showing interest to deposit their catalog. That shows that this alone is a successful project on arrival. So I want to say, come on board by clicking on subscribe now so that you can use it. And you don't even need to register before it is free. But for you to have some extra access, you have to register. So that is that for now. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I want to say, see you at the other end. Thank you very much, Sylvester. A very good project that you have at hand. Thank you.
Sincerely, I don't know that our participants heard this. Let me even ask, because Madam Purity talked about the need for collaboration, the need to make our libraries visible. Madam Purity, what do you think about what Prince Oshilalu just shared with us? Unmute your mic.
Sorry, please come up again. I didn't get the question.
I said, as the keynote speaker today, who has talked about the need for collaboration, what do you think about this project that Prince Oshilalu has just shared with us? Bringing catalogs of different libraries to one platform, making it freely available to the audience. What do you think about this?
Fantastic. This is the way to go. We need to bring together our catalogs in one pot so that our users are able to get whatever they want from one common source, instead of us having so many serving stations. If we are able to have one center where we can access all the catalogs, and especially if we can begin our journey with Africa, bringing our catalogs in one platform, it will make our work very, very easy. And remember, Africa is the cradle of knowledge. Many people travel from all over the world to come to Africa to seek for knowledge. So if we can actually support this kind of an initiative, it is the best direction to take. It is the best collaboration method that we can apply. Congratulations for this wonderful innovation, Prince.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is
Thank you very much.
amazing. This is amazing. So, Oshilalu, can you give me the link? Can you type the link on the chat so we can share with everyone now? So we can share with them. So
Okay.
those who are interested of their libraries to fill in, what did you call it? Interest form.
Intent form.
Intent form to participate or to make sure that their catalog is featured in this virtual catalog. You can subscribe to the program. Like he said, it's free. But because you attended this program, I think you are going to be making room for people to identify that they are LOME participants. Once you just say once you say you are from LOME, LOME, then there's a 50% waiver, so you can get access to all these and position your catalog for accessibility and visibility. So I think this is the high point of this event. It may sound small, but this is historic, and this is very
moderator, sir.
Yes,
moderator, sir. Yeah,
yes.
please. I want to quickly mention that this is a project that we should take very keenly. Most times, librarians we struggle with local content, in most cases. So we should all collaborate to see that this project is a very successful one, so that we'll stop relying entirely on the Western world catalog. So let us all put our resources together so that this is going to reflect our own local realities. For instance, our local books written in our own languages that has been cataloged, that is not being featured in Library of Congress and other catalogs of sorts. So let us all work together to see that this project is a very successful one. And I want to encourage the NLA. So I'm going to send you to the NLA to please let us see how this project is going to become a very successful one. We really need it. We really need it. So thank you so much, Mr. Oshilalu, and your team for this very brilliant initiative.
Thank you so
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for saying that. Yeah.
I also like to say that the National Librarian, the National Librarian is in the know of it. I've discussed this with her, and she also gave awards that they are ready to give the necessary support to make the project a success. And NLA chairman, as NLA president, is also interested in it. So we want to see the possibility of bringing up the stakeholders so that we can have this successful. It's not all about me, it's all about the success of the profession in the country and beyond. So that is it. Thank you very much, Digital Librarian.
Thank you. So we now have some people here who wants to give us feedback. Madam Bossede, the HR officer and assistant librarian, how are you? You have 30 seconds. What do you have to say?
I'm very fine, sir. Good evening, everyone. I just want to appreciate all the presenters. It's been a great time since day before yesterday. I really had fun and I've learned so much. Thank you.
How will you use what you have learned in this program?
It will improve my productivity. Yes, it's relevant to my field. It will impact on my productivity in the office. I work with Federal University of Ekiti, Nigeria.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We are glad to hear from you. So let's hear from Oluchi, unmute your mic and let's hear from you. Labi, Emmanuel, say something or I'm going to remove you immediately. We've sent the link. Anyone who is willing to say something, I see all of you backstage. Say something now, your mic, unmute your mic and start speaking so we can feature your comments before we leave. This is the last day and we just want to feature as many people as possible in the recording. Richard, do you have anything to say? Introduce yourself and quickly say that. So I'm going to remove Labi Emmanuel. He has been here, occupying space. Richard, unmute your mic and speak, please. Okay. Anyway, let me just make this final announcement. The certificates link have been sent. We can see that a lot of persons have started the certificates form. You're going to be getting your certificates and all the resources will be sent directly to your emails this time, because we know not everyone may want the certificate, but we encourage you because these certificates are important. someone from Liberia, or I think, yeah, reached out to me and said, oh, we need the certificates of participation for accreditation purposes and all that. All these show that you have attended events that empowered you with skills. Now, there are a lot of skills you have today. The certificate is what shows that you have participated in a learning platform, an international exchange of ideas like this. So we encourage you to please sign up for the certificate. The form has been provided in the comment section. Madam Purity, I hope you can still hear me. Hello, Madam Purity. Hello, Madam Purity. Nerissa, to see you here. How are you, ma'am? Nerissa, please unmute your microphone. Nerissa is based in Kenya. Purity, you know Nerissa, right?
Thank you.
Hello, Oluchi Nerissa, put your mic and speak, please. We're running out of time.
Yeah, thank you. This is Nerissa from Kenya. You can hear me? Thank you
Yes,
so
please
much.
go ahead.
I want to thank you, Sylvester. Yeah? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm here to thank you. I thought I'm unmuted.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This is Nerissa from Kenya. I'm here to thank you, Sylvester, for this, and thank all the speakers. It's actually been a great eye-opener and a challenge to those countries who've not thought of taking the direction. Usually I say Nigeria is Mama Africa, and you take lead in this. We're happy, we're proud of you, and we're going to take up the challenge as Kenyans. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I see another person here. Oluchi, unmute your mic and speak. Obafaye Samuel, unmute your mic and speak. We just want to take as many people as possible. Please just speak, just speak. Thank you, just speak. I'm going to remove them now. I'm going to remove Samuel. I'm going to remove Oluchi so that other people can join. You're not speaking up. Richard, can you unmute your mic and speak now? Hello, Richard.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. Introduce yourself. You have 30 seconds.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My name is Richard Okundia from Edo State College of Health Sciences and Technology, Benin City, Edo State. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to participate in this workshop. The workshop has been insightful. It has been enlightening. It has been packed with a lot of practical insights. So therefore, I just want to say thank you, and I hope by the end of this workshop, I'll take home valuable lessons to implement in my library. Thank you once again. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Richard. Have you seen the certificate form?
No, I haven't. I've not seen it.
All right. Do well to pick it up from the link in the under this video. You'll see the link there so that you can feel it. Thank you very much. Samuel, Peter, unmute your mic and speak. Samuel, Peter, unmute your mic and speak. Okay, so at this point, we may not have to continue. We may not have to close the program for this event. Like I said, there were other things we were meant to do in this event. I'm hoping I was going to see Abdulsalam here by now to share with us the summary of the whole event. But do not worry. In the absence of the summary of this whole event, what we are going to be doing through the feedback you will provide for us on the form, whether you are picking up a certificate or not, please give us feedback. It will help us for research and sharing the findings of this workshop. So we're going to be doing a publication, and we will definitely communicate the findings to your emails, the summary, the call to actions of this workshop. Everything will be shared with you. I want to say thank you to everybody who has participated. God bless you. Fumi says thanks to the organizers and presenters. It's a great day. Opara Amobi is here. Opara, if you have something to say, just unmute your mic and say it now. Opara, unmute your mic and quickly speak.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Sylvester. I'm Opara Mobi from Rock Medical and Health Science University, UAE. I just want to appreciate each and every one of us, both the presenters and the guests and my fellow students. Let me use the word students because we are all learning. I must say that has been a very, very insightful, impactful, and very, very educative. For us that are in diaspora, I wish that we can make this conference or this seminar workshop to be more diverse in globally, because I least expected this. The attendance was amazing, and each and every presentation was very, very helpful. Even we learn more. I can boldly say now that what I learned today is more higher than what I know before. So I want to appreciate you, Mr. Sylvester, and each and every one of you that put these things together. May God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I noticed you participated, I think, almost all through the days. I saw you, the person from UAE. Thank you very much. And I'm glad you gained value for your time. Thank you. Please keep in touch. The certificate form has been shared. Do well to subscribe to it. Thank you. And give us your feedback there. Madam, good evening. How are you today?
I am fine. Good evening, digital librarian.
Yes, what do you have to say in 30 seconds?
I am very, very happy, and I'm happy that I'm here. I'm Nataga Chujunwa from Nandazikro University, First Osarabo Library. I am librarian, Faculty of Arts, and I've been in this program for 3 days now. I am very, very happy. I am very happy, and I thank all the presenters. All that they presented were very, very super, very, very, very nice. I am very happy.
Wow, thank
And
you.
those ones that I have learned, I will also train our colleagues on the ones and I learned and understand. Thank you so much. God
That
bless
is the
you.
spirit. That is the spirit. So don't let the knowledge end with you. When you go back to your library, share it with them, teach them. This video is available
I
for,
will share with my colleagues. I will share with my
yeah,
colleagues the knowledge I have learned. Yeah.
yeah. The video is available for the next 3 days. Send them the link. Let them also watch so that they will be on the same page with you, and do well to fill the
Okay.
attendance
God bless
form.
you.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
you, Mr.
Yes,
Sebastian.
ma'am. So who is the next person? Agatha, thank you very much. Abdulsalam, let's hear from you. What is the takeaway from this event? Abdulsalam. Good evening, Abdulsalam.
Mr. Sylvester. Oh, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Go ahead, please. You have
Wow.
30 seconds or 1 minute to share with us the summary of this event.
Oh, the event is very fantastic. In fact, we have known before. So with this and with what you presented and the other speakers, at least we'll have a takeaway that we will go and tell our colleagues. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abdulsalam. So, ladies and gentlemen, Abdulsalam works in the Collection Development Division of Admiralty University. He's my colleague, and he has taken some summaries. Because of time, we will not be sharing all that. We'll be publishing it on our website for us to download. So thank you so much. He did the repertoire work. He's put together summaries of all the speakers, and we will be seeing it in the coming days. Let us hear from the next person. Yeah, unmute your mic and speak. Digbori Marianne, unmute your mic and speak. Marianne, unmute your mic and speak.
I can hear you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, I am very, very excited, very, very excited. And I'm so happy I participated from day one. I learned a lot right from the first speaker. I want to appreciate the coordinator, Mr. Sylvester. I appreciate you all. I learned a lot, especially that practical cataloging. You know, it's something I've done for years, but it's refreshing my memory once again, and I'm really happy I participated. And this librarical,
Yes.
this case, yes, is something new that I have learned again, and I will really practicalize it when I get to school on Monday. Yes,
Exactly.
thank
I
you very
really
much.
love
Thank you.
this. Is
And
a
I'll keep
wonderful feedback,
sharing it.
madam.
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Do
All
well to
right.
fill the attendance form. It's in the comment section. We have also posted it in the WhatsApp group. If you are watching this and you're not in the WhatsApp group, do well to be there. And please take note, even though this event is over, we have come to the end of the event. The WhatsApp group has been existing for over 4 years or 3 years now, over. And what we want you to know is the WhatsApp group continues to exist for the purpose of capacity building professionals. So if you would like to exit that group, it's okay, but we encourage you to stay. Do not exit. All right. So next person, unmute your mic and just speak, please. Just unmute your mic and speak. Thank you, Mar, and good night, Mar. Thank you. So unmute your mic. Amobi, Jane, unmute your mic, or I'm going to exit you from this group now.
Hello, good
Tiami,
evening,
yeah, just
everyone.
quickly. Yeah,
Good evening.
welcome.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Um, the workshop is so refreshing. Like I've been out of the space of librarianship for over a decade now, and everything that was taught was like it's as if I was going back to time, like going back to 10 years and 15 years ago that I was in school. So it was so refreshing, and I encourage that we such events continue to happen so that we'll keep abreast with what is happening in the field of librarianship. Like so many things that were said was so strange to me that I feel as if I've been left back in the stone age. So thank you so much. Mama Purity, I'm so excited for what you just said today, and it's like it's a take home for me for all the things you said. So thank you, and that's all I have to say.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Ganiyu, Jane. Okay, I think Jane just spoke. Amobi. Who else is speaking? Oguniwo. Can you say, oh, just unmute your mic and speak? I'm just trying to give us this opportunity so I can end this live. Madam Purity, thank you. It's so late in Kenya right now. We understand if you have to go. Speaking. Okay, so nobody else is ready to speak, so we might have to close now. Asuko, do you have anything to say? Asuko Basi, do you have anything to say? Asuko, your mic is mute, so we can't hear you.
I'm so happy.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Ganiyu, Jane. Okay, Jane just spoke. Amobi. Who else is speaking? Asuko, what do you have to say? Can you speak up? Just unmute your mic and speak. Asupo, Ayomide or Ogunuwo.
Yes, please.
Please, can you just speak?
Good.
What do you have to say? Can you speak? Ogunuwo, are you there?
Hello, can I talk?
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Yeah, I'm Ganiya from Oshilalu Library, University of Professional Studies, Accra, Ghana. I'm so grateful. In fact, this workshop is one of its kind. I've never seen this kind of workshop before in my entire life of.
Wow.
Am I lost? Okay. I've been in the library profession for over 2 decades now, and I've been in charge of cataloging, and this is one of its kind of a workshop purposely for catalogers. I'm so glad. I'm so inspired. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much, Mr. Sylvester. And Prince Oshilalu is my brother. I'll say my brother. We met at Pretoria, South Africa.
South
Yes.
Africa.
Kudos to you all. We are so grateful, and may God continue to bless your efforts. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. And how do you greet in Ghana? Don't mind me, I've forgotten. So how do you say good night in Ghana?
Oh, Ghana. Oh, that's it.
Oh, you missed that.
Adipanchie, sort of. Adipanchie, yes.
Okay, so at the punch here, good night.
Yes.
And thank you for joining all through this workshop. Do well to complete the attendance form. So with that said, I think we will now say good night to everybody. So I'm just going to hang here. Who's this? Unmute your mic and speak. Sorry, I can't see your name. Unmute your mic and speak, please. Unmute your mic and speak, please. Sam and Ganiatu. Okay, Ganiatu, just who else wants to? Sam, unmute your mic and speak. Okay, Sam is not ready to talk. Good night, Sam.
Hello.
Yes, you have something to say?
Yes, Sylvester, can you hear me now?
I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm very, very glad for being here, and I've been following from day one. And I think it is really very, very important workshop to be in, and I've learned a lot. I'm actually from Uganda, Mountains of the Moon University. So I met you from, I think, from LinkedIn, and you informed me about this workshop, and I really followed it closely, and I've really learned a lot. And I believe what I've learned here, it will be a great change to my institution, to my personal skills as a librarian, and I would like to continue engaging with all the presenters, which I know that it is possible through you. Thank you very much, and I wish everyone a lovely weekend. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you, sir. So how do we say thank you to everyone who participated from Uganda? I know Rita from Uganda also participated. So how do you say thank you in Uganda?
In which language now? We have different.
Yeah, or in your language.
In my language, we say Yalamanoy.
Yalamanoy. So Yalamanoy to everybody in Uganda. Thank you very much. Namaste to those in India. Dalu to those in Nigeria, the Igbo. Thank you, everybody. I want to press the end button now, but I don't know. A lot of persons are still here. If you, I know it's late. If you want to go now, you can go. But I'm just going to, for the record purpose, take one or two more persons before we go. Hala Mohale, Hala Mohale, unmute your mic and speak, please. Hala Mohale.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Please introduce yourself and where you're participating from.
Thank you, Sylvester. My name is Hala Mohale from Eswatini. I'm a school librarian. I'm excited to be here. It has been a very interesting learning journey. I'm particularly interested in the interoperability of the library systems in Africa. Thank you.
You said you are from where? Which country?
Eswatini.
Eswatini. Thank you very much. I think we got about 2 or 3 registrations from Eswatini. I can't recall, but thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to give us feedback. And I hope you got value for your time, sir.
Yes, I did. Thank you, Sylvester.
All right. Yeah. So good night. Take care. Somebody says I learned a lot. Yes, beautiful comment. I'm just going to be featuring Nerissa again. Says great session. Thank you to all the speakers. Yeah, for those who are saying how you can configure Koha, how you can configure different library management systems for your libraries, if you want to build, if you want to professionally do this, feel free to reach out to us. We will connect you to those who are experts in each of them. However, we also provide such services as well as training services. So do well to reach out to us. Thank you very much. For the certificates, you are getting them within the space of 10 days. So some might get tomorrow, some might get in the next 5 days, some might get, but it's not going to exceed 10 days. You have between now and the next 4 days to fill the attendance form. So by the end of the 4th day, we are going to close the attendance form. So nobody will be able to fill the attendance form. So please do well to complete that form. That is how you support what we do. If this program has really blessed you, will help your career, then support this initiative by giving us your feedback and then applying for your certificates. Thank you very much. I would like to say good night now. It's been a great time with every one of you. Bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye. Okay. See you next year for LDME, Library Digitization Made Easy.